What's up guys, welcome back to my channel Anime Fiction. I'm back with a new episode of What If Naruto Was the Champion of Mortal Kombat Part 3, and if you did enjoy the video, give this video a like, and if you're new to my channel and like my content, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more crossover fictions. Now let's begin this new video.
Chapter 6 Outworld Champion vs Earthrealm Champion in. Princess Kitana had conquered her best friend Jade in the living forest and said, "Forgive me, Jade." Jade lay defeated and unconscious on the ground. Kitana moved past her companion, but not before casting one last glance back. Flesh pits of Shang Tsung. It was the first time she had ever visited the flesh pits. She had been forbidden as a youngster until now. Kitana never actually knew the true reason why she was banned to come here, but today she will uncover the truth. Kitana painted a dark, damp, and spooky gloss across the entire area of the skin pits. Bodies on hooks, enormous water tanks almost everywhere. Kitana came to a halt when she noticed the enormous water tank was empty. There had been something inside it, but it had vanished. The enormous water tank had been smashed, and its glass had shattered on the floor, but not all of the water had spilled on the floor. Kitana looked to her left and noticed someone lying on a wooden table. Kitana was horrified when she found what was on the wooden table. Kitana approached the naked woman, who appeared to be familiar to her. Her mouth was tarkatan, yet she possessed Kitana's beauty. "She looks like me." Kitana was taken aback. Kitana was surprised as the woman opened her orange-colored eyes. "Sister," the woman said cheerfully. Kitana backed up carefully, keeping her guard up as she stepped away from the table. The woman looked at him from head to toe, purring happily like a cat. The woman approached Kitana, her hands clasped on her right and left cheeks. "So pretty. So fair. So sad. And lonely. Come, let us become a family." "You are not my family. You are a monstrosity." Her words were harsh and cruel to her sister. "So cold, sister. Why are you so mean to me?" snarled Kitana's clone. "You are not my sister. I never had a sister," Kitana said as she took out her fans. She had no idea what was going on, but Shang Tsung was going to pay for it. By leaping on Kitana, the clone made the first move. Kitana headbutted her clone just as she was about to do something stupid. "Sister, what are you doing? I just wanted to give you a hug. Like I did with Naruto, he liked it." "Naruto knew about this place. He knew you were here?" the clone asked, nodding. Which made Kitana upset towards her clone. Of course, Shang Tsung was behind this, but Naruto knew about it, and maybe even Jade, but did Shao Kahn know about it? "Sister." Her clone approached her, concerned for her well-being. Kitana slashed her fan at her clone, leaving a big cut mark across her tummy. Kitana's clone was cut to the knees. The cut wasn't deep, but it ached like hell. "Farewell, sister," Kitana says as she raises her fan in the air, ready to deliver the knockout blow. "Sister, please stop hurting me. Why are you so mean? Is it because you like Naruto as well?" Kitana's clone inquired. Kitana paused, dropping her fans, unable to grasp what was happening. Standing before her was an innocent clone who had just been formed. She believed she wasn't the genuine villain here. Why was Kitana so angry simply from meeting her? "That is not how you treat your sibling, princess," said a familiar voice behind Kitana. Kitana turned to see who it was, and to her amazement, it was Shang Tsung. "You despicable swine. Do you think my father will stand for this? These abominations you've created here?" Kitana paused as she stared at the other defective clones of her. Shang Tsung smiled. "I'm just perfecting you, princess, as difficult as that may be." He smirked later, which irritated Kitana. Silence. Kitana scouted as her clone dashed away, while Shang Tsung didn't bother looking to see where the clone had gone. "I will drag you before Shao Kahn by your pointed beard." Fight. Shang Tsung initiated the fight by launching 3 fire skull balls towards Kitana. However, the Outworld princess deflected his attack with her fans, creating a small wind flow that lifted Shang Tsung off the ground and into the skies. Kitana then used her fans to give herself flight ability. Shang Tsung was hit in the face by Kitana's ass, knocking the sorcerer to the ground. Shang Tsung stood up after the princess's venomous attack. Kitana hurled her fans at Shang, leaving scratches on his right cheek and left side of his neck while not making complete impact. Shang Tsung couldn't believe how serious Kitana was now. She was a very skilled assassin, as gorgeous as she was lethal, but this was different. Shang could see Kitana was enraged by her attacks. Kitana grabbed Shang's right and tickled him before kicking him in the face and flipping him over. Kitana held her heel right at Shang Tsung's throat and said, "Give up." Kitana is the winner. Perfect victory. After being defeated by Kitana, Shang rises from the floor and declares, "You will stand before my father." The throne room of Shao Kahn. I would not disturb you, father, if this matter were not of the utmost importance. I left you should know what Shang Tsung has been doing as of late. This conjurer has created horrid replicas of me, crossbred with Tarkatan blood. One was alive and attacked me, Kitana explained to her emperor and stepfather. Shao Kahn stared back and forth between Shang Tsung and Kitana, saying, "Well done, sorcerer." Shang Tsung smiled as he rose from the floor. Kitana couldn't believe Shao Kahn was aware of this. "You know. You approve? How could you?" "My own father," she exclaimed. "I am your emperor." He scowled at Kitana, her eyes filled with fear and betrayal. "Your father was a weakling Adenian king. I killed him while merging his realm with Outworld and took his queen your mother as my wife. If only I had not allowed Sindel to convince me of your worth." Shao Kahn turned his attention to Shang Tsung. "Raiden was correct. You have lied to me all my life. Escort her to the tower. I'll make an example of her later," the Tarkatan warriors say as they seize Kitana's arms and drag her away. "Return to the flesh pits and bring me my daughter, Mileena," Shao Kahn said with a smirk. "I failed you, Kitana, but now I will make amends," Jade said as Kitana was escorted away from the shadows of the throne room's corners. Pits of flesh. When you enter the flesh pits. Shang Tsung looked around for Mileena, the now Kitana clone. The flesh pits appear to be more of a shambles than usual, implying that someone was present, although he wasn't sure who. Mileena, he thought, wasn't here, but he heard crying. Shang discovered Mileena hidden beneath her water tank. Mileena was sitting on the ground, embracing her knees, her face buried in her knees. "So that's where you've been hiding," Mileena said, raising her head up, her weeping eyes fixed on the sorcerer. "Now, no need to cry, child. Come with me, Shao Kahn wishes to see you." When she heard his name Shao Kahn, the same words ran through her mind as when she met Naruto. Mileena jumped to her feet and exclaimed, "Shao Kahn. Daddy. Daddy, do you want to see me?" Shang Tsung paused, knowing Mileena's mind was childlike and needed time to mature. "Yes. Your father wishes to see you, but first we will need clothes, my dear," Shang Tsung said as he used his magic to construct Mileena clothing that fit her size and fit her individually. "Is Naruto there?" Mileena rubbed her index fingers together, curious about the young champion's whereabouts. "He will soon join us," Shang Tsung assured her, "but right now he is on other matters." The throne room of Shao Kahn. "Emperor, may I introduce you to your daughter, Mileena," Shang Tsung said as he returned to the royal room and now bowed down before his emperor. Shao Kahn rose from his throne and approached Mileena. Mileena stood erect as she glanced at Shao Kahn, their eyes matching. Mileena took off her mask, revealing his face to Shao Kahn. Mileena would pray that this man was the one she dreamed of, the one she called father, while she waited for his words. "So you're Mileena? At long last, Mileena, my child, you've returned to me," he said, and her heart missed a beat. Shao Kahn paused, surprised to discover that the first thing she did was hug him rather than bow down before him. As Mileena buried her face in his chest, Shao Kahn patted her on the head and said, "Father." Mileena broke the hug and bowed her head to him before running out of the room. Shang Tsung was as surprised as Shao Kahn, and he hoped Shao Kahn wouldn't punish him for it. Shao Kahn sat in his throne, saying, "She's cute. Her personally is everything I wanted in a daughter. She has a strong likelihood of falling in love with the Uzumaki boy." Hearing that knowledge didn't disturb Shao Kahn because Naruto was his champion and having his daughter in love with his champion wasn't the problem. "What do you mean, my lord?" Shang Tsung is perplexed. "I see it all around the boy. Another force is on its way. The boy leaks of it. Shang Tsung, you have learned magic well, you know its keys but not all its secrets. I see magic on the boy, his soul is fused with a demon only because of this magic. But that very same magic I feel is on its way. I must have Earthrealm before this happens." My lord, I believe I understand what force you speak of. Naruto, please explain how he came to our world. Explain yourself, Shang Tsung. Tell me what I need to know. My lord. Naruto was brought here not of his own volition. The boy was forced here by another force, Shang explained. He explained to me the Akatsuki came to his village and attacked him. He explained one of the Akatsuki had the power to create a black hole, and from that black hole he was brought here. It is as I feared. If these Akatsuki come here to reclaim their prize, I will not hand over my champion. I have plans for the boy. He is young, he has great power but does not know how to fully control it. That will serve me well for the big cash. Shao Kahn smiled. He had a big plan for Naruto but decided to keep it to himself. Other locations. The Soul Chamber, where Shao Kahn keeps the souls he has acquired, and where Ermac goes to renew his powers. A massive block of ice stood on the Soul Chamber's bridge. What was inside the giant block of ice was unknown. When Naruto Uzumaki entered the Soul Chamber, he discovered Ermac on the floor, knocked out across the bridge. Naruto dashed over to the Soul Warrior, shaking him and saying, "Ermac, hey Ermac, wake up man." Ermac opened his eyes to find Naruto staring at him. "Why are you here?" Ermac questioned, shaking his head. "Shao Kahn needed our strength, so he sent me to find you because you had been missing for too long, and he suspected something was wrong." Naruto inquired of the Soul Warrior. Ermac rose off the floor and checked to see if his powers were under control. "I wonder who was inside this." Naruto taps his silver kunai against the block of ice. Ermac uses his soul abilities to lift the block of ice from the ground and slam it into the wall of the Soul Chamber, only for the block of ice to shatter into fragments. Ermac murdered the guy who was within the block of ice by shattering the block of ice. It didn't matter who the individual was to either of them. "Naruto!" exclaimed a voice. Naruto returned his gaze as Ermac exited the Soul Chamber on the other side. Naruto spun around to be tackled to the ground by Mileena. Mileena sat on Naruto's chest, her face close to his. Do I know you?" he questioned. "It's me. Mileena." Mileena removed her mask and smiled at Naruto. "Oh, it's you, I take it Shang Tsung had found you." Mileena nodded and stood up as Naruto got off the ground and brushed the dirt off his clothes. Mileena followed Naruto as she skipped around, humming a happy song. Naruto wonders what made her so pleased after hearing Mileena laugh. The hallway of Shao Kahn's palace. Naruto laughed cheerfully as he clasped his hands behind his head. "So Mileena, did you finally meet your sister Kitana? I bet you and her were happy to finally meet each other." Mileena came to a halt in her tracks, and Naruto noticed Mileena had a sad expression in her eyes. "What's wrong, Mileena? Did something happen between you two?" he inquired. Mileena buries her face in his chest. "Hey, what's wrong, Mileena?" She despises me." "What? What are you talking about? Kitana is your sister. Why would she hate you?" he questioned. Mileena was perplexed as to why Kitana despised her and labeled her a monster. "She attacked me and called me a monster," Mileena explained. Mileena gazed up at Naruto, her eyes telling him the truth. One thing Naruto despises more than being misled to is people injuring others and labeling them as monsters, especially if they are family. "I think she's jealous. I think she wanted to have you all to herself. She didn't have to be so mean. I really like you, Naruto, I really do, but I think sister likes you too," Naruto was surprised to learn. "How about we go find your sister and let fix this whole misunderstand? I'm sure Kitana doesn't really hates you, Mileena, she's your sister after all and you two were twins. She could have forgotten about you. You've been sleeping for a very long time. Now keep your pretty head up, there's no reason for you to be sad." Mileena looked at Naruto with a pleased expression on her face. She adored him in every way. He was kind with her. He was the first person she saw when she awoke, and he was present in her dreams when she was alone. His voice amused her. One of Shao Kahn's guards came sprinting down the corridor, saying, "Princess Mileena, you are needed." Mileena looked at Naruto, saying, "On ahead, I'll see you later, Mileena." Mileena raced away with the guard, leaving Naruto alone in the hallway. Naruto leaned against the hallway wall, muttering, "I wonder how everything is back home." Along with Mileena. Mileena meets up with Baraka, Reptile, and Ermac on the tower's top floor. Mileena inquired as to what was going on and why she had been summoned here. Jade betrayed us. She went inside the tower to free Kitana, Ermac said to Mileena, hearing Kitana's name making Mileena's fury boil. She won't get away, Mileena growled. Ermac used his powers to smash open the massive wooden doors. The squad rushes inside to see Shiva vanquished as she lay on the floor, but Kitana was still there, bound by the magical barrier that prevented her from fleeing. Where had Jade gone and when? She's heading towards the wasteland, said the reptile as he gazed out the tower window. Mileena vanished into the floor in the blink of an eye, leaving me to wonder what other skills she possessed. The abyss. That should keep any pursuers at bay, Jade said, looking back to make sure no one was following her. But Mileena appeared from the skies as she landed on her feet, saying, others pursue. I find. Mileena moved towards Jade in a sensual walk. By the gods. You are Mileena. Jade has finally met the clone created from Kitana's blood and flesh. You must return with me. There is to be a celebration for my sister. Mileena spins in a full circle to prove Jade was genuine and the tales were true. Mileena sounded delighted, yet her voice had a strange tone. She's leaving. Fight in round 1. Mileena is the first to strike. Mileena carried a pair of sei as her primary weapon. Mileena fires her sei at Jade, but Jade deflects them with her bow staff. Jade countered with her own shadow kick, kicking Mileena in the stomach twice with her shadow kick assault. Mileena clutched her stomach. She was a tough girl, and this pain was nothing. Mileena jumped upon Jade and smacked her across the face twice before kicking her off with a powerful double kick. Jade slams her bow into Mileena's skull, knocking her to the ground and having her taste the bloody battlefield. Jade is the winner. Mileena jumped to her feet and yelled at Jade. Why do you hurt me like Kitana did? She is my sister, and yet she attacks me when I did nothing to her. Are you like Kitana? Are you mad at Mileena? Jade was taken aback to watch Mileena's tone shift from murderous to innocent soul. Kitana is mean. You're mean. Only my father and Naruto have been kind to me. Of course I should have known. Shao Kahn and Shang Tsung are toying with you, Mileena. Naruto is simply taking pity on you. If you misuse his kind heart, you will pay. Mileena saw it right there in Jade's emerald eyes, a faint trace of envy. Mileena giggled as she cautiously approached Jade. I see it in your eyes. You like Naruto. You like Naruto, but that's okay. I like him too, but I like him much, much, much more than you do. But he likes me more than he likes you. Jade smiled beneath her mask as Mileena's eyes widened in rage. I'll have your head. Mileena yanked her mask off, revealing Jade's Tarkatan mouth. Look at yourself. How easily I anger you. How can Naruto ever love a woman who gets angry so easily? Mileena said, before calming down as she listened to Jade even more. That doesn't mean I don't know him. It just means you don't know the true him. Mileena rolled into a ball and tripped Jade. Mileena then sprang onto Jade, biting her right shoulder as Jade screamed. Mileena was struck in the face by a mud ball. Mileena jumped off Jade and rubbed the mud off her face as she rubbed the mud from her face. Jade knelt on her knee, clutching the bite mark paints Mileena had given her. Mileena, what are you doing? Why did you attack Jade? Mileena paused as she recognized the voice, Naruto. Naruto had arrived just in time, and if he had been late, Jade would have been Mileena's supper. Jade, are you okay? Jade nodded. The bite was excruciatingly painful, but she will survive. Mileena, why did you attack Jade? He said one again. She attacked me. I just wanted to bring her back to see sister, but she wouldn't listen. Jade likes you, Naruto, but she doesn't like you like I liked you. She doesn't know you like I do. As Mileena approached Naruto, her breasts pressed against his chest. She doesn't know how you were so sad and alone. You were going to eat her. Naruto's eyes were serious as Mileena backed away and went to her knee. I'm sorry. Mileena was a mess, switching from a mature to an infantile personality. Naruto couldn't stay angry with her or Jade. Jade, go ahead, I'll talk to Mileena. Thank you, Naruto, Jade said as she pulled her mask off and kissed Naruto on the right cheek. Mileena noticed this and averted her gaze. Jade fled the wastelands and entered the living forest. Mileena stood up and asked, why did you let her get away? Mileena encircled Naruto's neck with her arms. Why did you let her get to you? If you knew my pain as a kid, You know I hate seeing people hurt others who are trying to save their friends, Mileena said, pulling her arms back and resting her head against Naruto's back, rubbing her right index finger in a circle on his back. I honestly don't know. Lake unknown. Mileena washed her face with water after Naruto flung mud at her. Mileena, you need to not let others get the best of you. Just because what they say doesn't mean you should to them. You may not have a pretty face but. Naruto sat down on a flat rock while Mileena scrubbed her face. I've met people who are like you judge because they are different. You shouldn't allow them to hold you down, Mileena said, looking at Naruto.
Why do you care so much about me? You liked Jade a lot. I see it in your eyes. Naruto, I know you like me. Dog but only as my friend, don't you? How can someone like you love a girl like me with a face like this? Mileena put her mask on, hiding her face, but Naruto got off the rock and ripped Mileena's mask off her face. So what? That doesn't mean you.
Mileena and Naruto were looking each other in the eyes. Mileena's eyes begged him to kiss me, they told him. Mileena moved her right hand up to the back of his head, drawing him closer to her, but their brief encounter was cut short. I'm sorry to ruin your lovely moment, Naruto, but the Emperor required you, said the voice. Naruto turned around to see a ninja clad in a purple costume. His hair was long and dark, and his eyes were cold. Who are you? I've never seen you before. Chuckles the ninja in purple before introducing himself to the young couple. I am Rain. The Earthrealm warriors have made it to the finals. You will make sure they do not advance past the finals. The Earthrealm warrior Liu Kang will be there. Rain transformed into water and vanished into the lake. Mileena and Naruto left the water. Mileena accepted that Naruto liked her and that he didn't care how terrible she looked since she was important to him. Despite the fact that he did not say the words she desired to hear from him, she knew Naruto was hers and she was his. Arena of Shao Kahn. Naruto and Mileena arrived to find Ermac victorious in battle over Johnny Cage. He didn't kill Johnny, but he did injure him enough to knock him out of the tournament. When Mileena and Naruto enter the arena, they are holding hands, but they stop when the gates open for them. Kitana was chained up next to Shao Kahn. Before Naruto could respond, Mileena said, "She betrayed us, she is my sister." Naruto realized his words wouldn't erase what had happened between the two sisters. Shao Kahn smirked as Raiden, Liu Kang, and Kung Lao arrived on time. Raiden. Put forth a worthy champion, if you can, chuckled Shao Kahn. Raiden looks at Kung Lao and gives him permission to take a step forward. Kung Lao walked up as the chosen champion. Kentaro was possibly summoned by Shao Kahn as one of his finest soldiers to battle Kung Lao. The arena gates opened and the 7-foot monster strode out towards Kung Lao, as the people of Outworld again chanted Kentaro's name. Kentaro roared, raising all 4 arms in the air. Kentaro's first words to Kung Lao were, "I will eat your heart." Fight in round 1. When Kentaro said those remarks, Kung Lao and Naruto both sweat dropped. Kentaro initiated the fight with a powerful front kick to Kung Lao's chest. Kentaro was about 4 feet away when Kung Lao took off. Kung Lao quickly recovered. Kung Lao hurls his blade hat towards the colossal Shokin. Kung Lao's blade hat cut Kentaro deeply. Kung Lao jumps high in the air and delivers a 2-piece air kick to Kentaro's face, leaving a long line cut mark on the Tiger Shokin's chest. Kentaro quickly recovered the attack, grabbing Kung Lao by the right shoulder, smashing him to the ground and tossing him aside. Kentaro leapt into the air, ready to smack Kung Lao down below. Kung Lao, on the other hand, quickly rolled out of the way. Kung Lao said just before doing his newest trick, which he learned from Johnny Cage, as my loudmouth friend once said, "You'll have to crack a few nuts if you want to do some damage." Kung Lao kicked Kentaro right in the testicles, causing Kentaro's orange tiger eyes to widen in pain and Kentaro to howl in anguish. Naruto, Reptile, and even Ermac closed their eyes when they saw something uncomfortable. Kung Lao delivered a roundhouse kick to Kentaro's face as he collapsed to his knees. Kung Lao triumphs. Fight in round 2. Hey Kentaro, are you alright? Naruto inquired. Oh, Kentaro is pissed. Hey Kung Lao, you just made the tiger force his claws. Naruto chuckled. Kentaro was a tiger Shokin, whilst Shiva and Guro were dragon bloodline Shokin. Kentaro was born from a bloodline that was part human and half tiger. You will pay mortal. Your heart will not be enough to equal my fury, shouted Kentaro, as Kung Lao prepared for round 2. Kentaro emitted 3 fireballs from his mouth before exhaling a fire-thrower breath. Kung Lao managed to evade Kentaro's flamethrower breath assault. Kentaro fired a fireball towards the ground, causing a minor flash boom that temporarily blinded Kung Lao. Kentaro snatched Kung Lao's head and tossed him into the air, and then jumped up in the back and did a backbreaker on Kung Lao twice before throwing him to the ground. Gah! Kentaro has won. Kung Lao was prepared for the 3rd round. Fight in round 3. Kung Lao threw his hat at Kentaro, but Kentaro caught it and threw it back at the Shaolin monk. Kung Lao grabs his hat just as it is about to strike him. Kung Lao then struck a badass pose, which irritated Kentaro even more.
Kentaro bolted for Kung Lao. Kung Lao used his iconic spin move assault, which managed to cut all 4 of Kentaro's hands as he attempted to hold him. Kung Lao delivered a lethal blow to Kentaro's side throat, fracturing the side bones of his neck. Kentaro bowed his head and clutched his throat as he prepared to deliver the fatal blow that would terminate Kentaro's life.
But before that could happen, someone grabbed Kung Lao's right hand, preventing him from killing Kentaro. It was Naruto Uzumaki, much to Kung Lao's surprise. Shao Kahn, like Naruto, was dissatisfied. Naruto's eyes were crimson with malice.
You defeated Kentaro the moment you cracked his collarbone. Do you wish to seek the death of this Shogun? Naruto released go of Kung Lao's right hand.
Kung Lao triumphs. Perfect victory. Shao Kahn, we have bested your champion. This tournament is over. Raiden exclaimed, but Shao Kahn laughed. You are a fool to no end, Raiden. Do you really believe Kentaro was Outworld's champion? No, he was one of my fighters just like the rest. My champion or champions are here in this arena.
Damn you, Shao Kahn. Raiden shouted, bring your champion. This madness of your ends today.
Kung Lao, you shall face Outworld's champions. Naruto grinned as he revealed his identity. Naruto was ready to engage Kung Lao in a fair fight right now. Naruto Uzumaki, the Red Soul, and my finest and mostly lethal creation. Skarlet, a small puddle of blood appeared behind Naruto. The small blood pool came to life, taking on the sharp features of a gorgeous redhead woman wearing a mask. Skarlet gave Naruto a brief glance before refocusing her attention to Kung Lao.
2 against 1 is hardly a fair number, but I am more than willing to take you on, Kung Lao smirked.
Do you want one more? Liu Kang approached Kung Lao as the 2 Shaolin monks exchanged smiles before facing their adversaries Naruto and Skarlet. The Shaolin monks of Earthrealm versus the Red Soul and Blood Assassin. Chapter 6 comes to an end. Next chapter, Outworld Champion versus Earthrealm Champion, Fall of Outworld? There you have it, everyone, for Chapter 6 and a quick update. Ha ha ha. Hey, anyway, Mileena is finally in the spotlight. And I made this chapter unique in a way that explains why Mileena is envious of Kitana's attractiveness and why she despises her. Because she wanted to be truly Kitana's sister, but Kitana cut her off when she discovered she was a clone of her. Kitana, according to Mileena, has no recollection of her and has never loved her. Naruto is highly important to Mileena because he was the voice that was always there for her and told her his life stories from his youth to the present. So Mileena is aware of the Akatsuki, Team 7, Tsunade Ba-chan, and even Jiraiya, but she is also aware of the aspects of Naruto's town and the experiences he has had. The original concept for the lemon between Naruto and Mileena was during the lake segment, but as I already stated, it is still too soon for the lemon right now. Mileena knows Naruto likes her, but liking and loving are 2 very different things. Skarlet's background. She made her debut in MK9, also known as MK2011. But she genuinely made her debut in MK2 at the time. Originally, Skarlet was thought to be a secret Mortal Kombat combatant, much like Smoke, Jade, and Noob Saibot were in MK2. Kitana's coding glitch was later proven to be the same as Ermac's glitch in MK1. Skarlet's preferred weapons are 2 ninja swords and 4 red kunais. Skarlet is a stunning redhead with a black stripe wrapped up in a low ponytail, dressed mostly in red and black. Skarlet is an extremely dangerous fighter, and blood is her life. The more blood she sucks, the stronger she becomes. Making Skarlet fight a full army by herself is the most idiotic thing one can do because a single drop of blood can shift the tide of battle.
Shao Kahn solely trusts his creation's warriors, according to Skarlet's history. Using the blood that had been collected over the blood of countless warriors, as well as his own blood, he instilled them with wizardry. Skarlet was born in the blood pool dungeon of Shao Kahn.
Skarlet is typically bound until Kahn requires her for master, services, or any other reason. Shao Kahn's final card in his deck is Skarlet, his toughest warrior. Skarlet's job is to discover Quan Chi's true intentions, and if he poses a threat to Shao Kahn or Outworld, her mission is to simply kill him. Family. Skarlet is thought to be Shao Kahn's first creation, followed by Mileena and Ermac. As a result, Mileena and Ermac become Skarlet's younger sister and brother, and Shao Kahn becomes her father.
Skarlet information concludes, what I have in mind for Skarlet is a collaboration between her and Naruto, who has 4 or 6 tails. 4 to 6 tails Kyuubi is Naruto coated in his own blood, which means that if Skarlet rides him or gets a drop of his blood, she might become as powerful as him.
However, Naruto's blood is acidic, whereas Skarlet can absorb any sort of blood, therefore it is plausible.
Another possibility is a confrontation between Skarlet and Hidan. Hidan requires blood to perform his voodoo jutsu, but Skarlet can transform into blood to escape. The fight could finish in a stalemate or with Skarlet winning because both of them require blood to complete their tasks.
And, yeah, I am adding Skarlet to Naruto's harem, which is now Naruto x Mileena x Jade x Shiva and Skarlet. Omake. Complete them. Shiva vs Tsunade and Tayuya vs Tanya. Naruto pulls a hood over his head, saying, "Oh hell. What's wrong, kid?" Scorpion inquired. "It's, her. Tayuya." Naruto shivers. "Hey shithead, I see you." Tayuya grin. Naruto grumbled as Shao Kahn and Scorpion couldn't figure out what was wrong with Tayuya. Tayuya went curse seal level 2. "Hey, shithead, how's your jaw? It still hurts every time you think of me, you sick fuck." Scorpion sweatdrop, she sure does have a mouth on her. "Enough of going down memory lane. Finish them," shouted Shao Kahn. Hotaru and Ashura walked onto the stage, both dizzy and ready to continue. Tayuya was the first to rise, and she took aim at Ashura. Tayuya's horns lengthened and sharpened. Tayuya yanked her right leg back thrice as if she were a roaring bull. Tayuya charged towards Ashura, impaling her in the stomach as she yelled in pain. Tayuya plucked her horns from Ashura's chest because on Tayuya's horns were Ashura's stomach, liver, shredded skin, and flesh. Tayuya then swings her horns at Ashura, knocking her head off the stage. "How's that for a fucking fatality?" Shao Kahn gave Tayuya a 10, Scorpion a 9, and Naruto a 7. Tayuya leapt from the platform and shook Naruto, saying, "Why give me a 7, you little bitch? Help me. What are you doing? Help me, damn it." Scorpion and Shao Kahn didn't care to rescue Naruto. "Mileena, help me, she's going to rape me." Mileena appeared out of nowhere and tackled Tayuya to the ground. "Get off me, you ugly bitch. That little bitch boyfriend of yours. His ass is mine." Mileena and Tayuya argue. "Wrong, you're not getting my Naruto. He's mine, his ass is mine. I won't let a horny bitch like you take him from me." Meanwhile, Mileena and Tayuya are struggling for their lives. Tanya was giving Hotaru her fatality. She gave him her classic fatality. She sprang onto him and snapped his neck 5 times with her legs between his head. Tanya received a perfect score as his head spun like crazy till he dropped on the floor. "What a way to go," Naruto chuckled, while Shao Kahn and Scorpion laughed as they realized Tanya's death was a joke. Next, Shiva and Tsunade appeared on stage, followed by Orochimaru and Zetsu, as both Shiva and Tsunade cracked their knuckles at the same moment. Tsunade jammed her right fist down Zetsu's throat, ripping him inside out with one mouth. Zetsu twitched twice before passing away. Shiva seized Orochimaru's arms and yanked them off, hitting him with his own arms, but she wasn't done yet. She throws his arms aside and skins him by pulling off his skin with her bare hands. Orochimaru screamed in anguish, but he was deafeningly silent when Tsunade grabbed his tongue and yanked it out, telling him, "Stop screaming like a girl." Both lovely busty ladies get a perfect score. Shiva and Tsunade exited the stage after discovering a free hot springs down the hall. Noob Saibot appeared on stage and used his portal power to clean up the blood and bodies. Mileena and Tayuya were still there, but the sound of garments being ripped off drew Naruto and the others' attention. Naruto grinned as he clutched a gigantic screen. Tenten will face Jade next. That's all there is to it. This is the final battle that will determine Earthrealm's fate. Will Outworld seize control of Earthrealm? Will Earthrealm finally be free of Shao Kahn's wrath? Liu Kang and Kung Lao versus Naruto and Skarlet. Mortal Kombat will decide all of this. Fight in round 1. Skarlet stepped back, leaving Naruto alone with Kung Lao. Naruto's eyes were red, and he was on the verge of using the Kyuubi's powers, but he determined that a tiny quantity would suffice for this fight. Naruto's hands turned into claws, and the 3 whisker lines on his cheekbones darkened and lengthened. Naruto's visage became more animalistic, and his teeth turned into fangs. Kung Lao could see it in Naruto's eyes. He was ready to kill, ready to battle, ready to give it his all. Naruto waited for Kung Lao to initiate action. Kung Lao did strike first, flinging his blade hat towards Naruto. Naruto ducked and launched a tackle attack at Kung Lao. Kung Lao instantly threw Naruto off him, and as Naruto flew through the air, Kung Lao's hat struck Naruto in the back, causing Naruto to yell in pain. Naruto could feel his rage building up bit by bit. Naruto soon developed a long red chakra tail, but only one tail. Naruto's blade hat was removed off his back by the chakra tail. Kung Lao had discovered his blade hatred. Naruto roared at Kung Lao, causing a shockwave strike that pushed Kung and Liu Kang to the ground. Suddenly, Naruto let out an evil chuckle. I shall grind beneath my heel everything that exists. Naruto's eyes reddened, and his smile became wilder. Kung Lao could only sympathize with Naruto, saying, "Focus warrior, if you are their champion, do not lose yourself to that dark power." Lose myself? Child, you know nothing, I never lose control. The kid might, but not me. Naruto chuckles evilly. Who are you? I want to fight a champion, not a demon, frowns Kung Lao. Naruto made a horrible decision by entering his tail form, and Kyuubi easily gained control. Naruto had fallen asleep, while Kyuubi was fully awake. Enough talk. Kyuubi Naruto was ready to strike at Kung Lao when he came to a halt. Naruto immediately let out a howling yell, and Skarlet rushed in to take Naruto's place on the field. When Skarlet arrived on the battlefield, Liu Kang took Kung Lao's place so that his comrade could recover from his fight with Kentaro. Skarlet had been seen by Liu Kang before during the competition on Shang Tsung's island, but he had never seen her in action. He had no idea she was an Outworld fighter, let alone one of their champions.
Skarlet vanishes into thin air. Liu Kang was aware that she had teleported somewhere, but where? Skarlet appears immediately above Liu Kang. Skarlet stabbed Liu in the back of the right shoulder blade. As his blood sprayed out, Liu yelled in agony.
Liu yanked Skarlet by her ponytail and tossed her across the room. Skarlet rose to her feet. Liu's blood was all over her hands. Skarlet grinned from beneath her red mask. Skarlet's red eyes briefly flashed yellow as the blood was absorbed into her body. Skarlet hurls kunais at Liu Kang. Liu, on the other hand, easily dodged them. This will be trouble. Knowing Skarlet wasn't going to be easy, and her tag teaming with Naruto made matters worse. Meanwhile, Naruto dropped to his knees and twice hit his head on the ground. Damn it, Fox, this is my body. Who told you couldn't just bodyjack me while I was fighting? Talk to Kyuubi, Naruto thought as Kyuubi laughed in his thoughts. Your will was so weak. All I did was take my risk. Okay, now you have your body back. Do you realize how much a crybaby you are?
Bite me, you filthy fur ball. Naruto's body had been reclaimed. Naruto reverted to his regular form, holding his silver kunai, waiting for Skarlet to tag him in. Naruto had never encountered Skarlet before, but something about her struck him as familiar. Was it her appearance, her hair, or the fact she was Outworld champion before him, or was she one of Shao Kahn's creations?
It didn't matter because what mattered most at the time was this conflict. Liu landed a quick flying kick on Skarlet. Skarlet took the punch immediately and held her ground admirably. Liu Kang's iconic bicycle kick then struck Skarlet. After being hit by it, Skarlet tagged out. Naruto enters the fray with a grab attack. Naruto's grab strike consisted of summoning two shadow clones that held Liu Kang down on his knees as the real Naruto sprinted towards him and drop-kicked him in the face as the clones vanished just as Naruto landed the kick. As Kung Lao launched an air attack, Liu Kang tagged out. He landed two powerful air kicks to Naruto's chest and face. Kung Lao throws his blade hat at Naruto again, but this time he bends back to avoid it, only to get nipped in the left cheek. Naruto handled the attack skillfully. Naruto pounded his chest once again as Kung Lao noticed the nip cut on his left cheek had healed. Skarlet stood next to Naruto as the two plotted a tag team attack against Kung Lao. Naruto rushes at Kung Lao with a punch combo, but the Shaolin monk dodges Naruto's blows. However, when Skarlet arrived at Kung Lao, Liu Kang kicked Skarlet in the face. Liu Kang launched a cartwheel attack on Naruto, finishing with a powerful uppercut that threw Naruto into the air. Naruto crashed hard on the ground. Kung Lao and Liu Kang are the winners. When Naruto and Skarlet got off the ground, they were both furious. Naruto was in excruciating pain in his mouth. Liu had fractured his jaw in one hit, and blood flowed from his mouth. Naruto's blood was dripping on the floor, forming a small pool. Skarlet gazed down at Naruto's little pool of blood. Naruto stood there watching Skarlet tread over the small pool of blood. Skarlet let out a quiet groan as she absorbed Naruto's blood as the blood came to life slowly approaching her. "You okay?" Naruto inquires of Skarlet. Skarlet nodded her head, ready for round 2, as was Naruto. Fight in round 2. Skarlet was the first to attack Liu Kang, and she did so quickly. Liu Kang couldn't keep her strikes at bay for long. Skarlet kicked Liu in the chest, knocking him to the ground. While Liu Kang was on the floor, Skarlet delivered a strike to the gut. Liu Kang spewed blood from his mouth, which landed on Skarlet's breasts and was absorbed by her body. Liu tripped Skarlet, causing her to fall face first to the ground. Liu couldn't believe Skarlet's strength was increasing. He felt 3 people punch him in the gut, but there was only one Skarlet. Liu Kang. It's blood that holds the key to her strength, Raiden screamed. Skarlet charged at Liu Kang once again, punching him in the face, causing him to bleed while more blood spattered on her skin, causing her to become stronger by the second. Shao Kahn chuckled evilly, clearly enjoying himself. Skarlet was his ultimate creation, his ultimate warrior. Skarlet was struck by Kung Lao's blade hat. As blood spilled from her right shoulder, Skarlet was cut. As if she were dying, Skarlet let forth a terrible dying cry. Kung Lao seized the opportunity, grabbing Skarlet by her ponytail and uppercutting her in the face. Skarlet flew high in the air before being apprehended by Naruto. Naruto threw Skarlet to the ground, leaving him to struggle. Skarlet remained there, attempting to recover the blood she had lost. Early in the fight, Naruto was still bleeding from a back wound caused by Kung Lao's blade hat. As Naruto fought Kung Lao, his blood was all over the ground. Skarlet decided that her partner's blood would be the greatest substitute. Naruto used a minor Rasengan assault on Kung Lao, not his notorious Rasengan attack, but a smaller version of it. Kung Lao felt his entire being shake uncontrollably, so he fell to his knees and vomited blood. Naruto and Skarlet triumph. Both teams swiftly recovered and were ready to end this fight. Fight in round 3. Naruto had produced his notorious Rasengan and was prepared to end this in a single blow. Skarlet's ninja swords now radiated a red aura. Skarlet's abilities were diminished, but thanks to Naruto, she was still able to deal lethal damage with her blades. Liu Kang threw a dragon fireball assault at Skarlet, but she sliced straight through it. Kung Lao tossed his blade hat to the ground, bouncing up towards Skarlet, ready to cut her again. Naruto, on the other hand, took the blade hat to his right shoulder. Naruto wrenched the sharp hat from his shoulder while bleeding profusely and losing blood, but it didn't matter. Naruto dashed towards Kung Lao and Liu Kang as the two Shaolin monks exchanged glances and nods. Kung Lao had vanished someplace as Liu Kang prepared to face Naruto and his fearsome Rasengan. Kung Lao reappears, but this time he grabs Skarlet by the shoulder as she struggles to extricate herself from Kung Lao's grip. And just before Naruto's Rasengan struck a deal with Liu Kang's fists, Liu grabs Naruto's right wrist and throws him across the room to Kung Lao and Skarlet. Kung Lao pulled go of Skarlet just in time. Naruto, and Skarlet's eyes widened in dismay and disbelief as Naruto was powerless to stop him.
Skarlet was struck by Naruto's original Rasengan, causing the Blood Warrior to howl in anguish. Naruto collided with Skarlet and fell on top of her. Skarlet appeared lifeless, with a deep Rasengan mark on her stomach. Skarlet's twitching eyes appeared lifeless.
Skarlet. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, but I couldn't stop. Me. Naruto ran his fingers through his hair, speechless at what he had done. Naruto heard Kung Lao and his friends cheering each other on for their tag team attack. Naruto was irritated, but he wasn't just irritated, he was enraged. Because of these, he accidentally attacked his tag partner. You will pay for how dare you do that to her, scouted Naruto.
It wasn't us who did that to her. It was you, Outworld champion, by your own hands alone, Kang stated to Naruto. Naruto had disliked Kang since his first loss at his hands. Kang reminded him of how Sasuke treated Naruto while he was a member of Team 7, how he was always the center of attention and the champion in everyone's eyes.
Kang is the champion of Earthrealm, but in Naruto's opinion, he is not deserving of the title. Naruto refused to allow the Kyuubi to possess him. Hearing Skarlet groan in agony, on the other hand, was more than enough to maintain Naruto as himself. You don't look like a champion to me, shouted Naruto to Kang. Naruto's jealousy, hatred, fury, and treachery were all visible to Kang. Although Liu had never done these things to him, he noticed Naruto was doing them to him. Kung Lao charged at Naruto, but the warrior was solely interested in Kang. Naruto was too late to observe Kung Lao's fist approaching his face. Blow following blow to the face, Naruto felt his nose break, his jaw shatter even more, and his sight fade away. Naruto knew this was the end. He had lost the battle, and his life would soon be taken by Earthrealm's champions. Unaware of the horror in Mileena's eyes as she saw Naruto was thrashed by the champions of the Earthrealm. What? Are you waiting for? Finish me. Isn't it what you're here for, to free Earthrealm at any cost? He said, but neither Shaolin monk dared to strike the ultimate blow. Come on, finish me. Show me what you've got. A wise man once said, defeating one's enemy is enough. There is no need to shed his blood, especially for the sake of good. Kang said to Naruto, you are an honorable warrior, Naruto. We do not wish to shed your blood, especially for Princess Kitana's sake. Naruto had a shocked expression on his face as he fell face down. Mileena? He asked before collapsing. Mileena dashed up to Naruto's side. As Kung Lao and Kang prepared to assist Naruto, Mileena screamed at the two Shaolin monks, ordering them to retreat far away from Naruto. Kang went over to Kitana and untied her from her chains. Kitana looked across to her clone, sister, and saw how much Mileena adored Naruto. Mileena, Kitana says quietly. Shao Kahn smashed his right fist on his throne, exclaiming, you are nothing. Shao Kahn climbed from his seat, as both Kang and Kung Lao prepared to confront Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn stared at Naruto, who was now in the care of Mileena. Unhappy to see the champion succumb to the likes of Earthrealm, although Naruto did put up a nice fight. Shao Kahn seized Kung Lao by the throat and power throw him all the way to the other side of the gate, impaling him in the chest with his soul spear. No! Shouted Kang as he tackled Shao Kahn to the ground. Shao Kahn knocks Kang aside as he rises to his feet. Wisdomless lad. Do you know who I am? The murderer of my friend, said Kang, pumping his fists. I am Shao Kahn, conqueror of worlds. You will not taste victory. You will be able to taste your own blood. Fight in round 1. Kang's initial assault was a bicycle kick to Shao Kahn, and after Kahn took the attack well, he countered with a shoulder dash attack, knocking Kang off his feet. Shao Kahn called on his infamous Warhammer to assist him. Shao Kahn slammed his hammer into Kang, but fortunately for Liu, he acted quickly. Liu cartwheeled Shao Kahn just as skillfully as he did Naruto. However, unlike Naruto, Shao Kahn recovered the attack much faster because he was much tougher than Naruto. Shao Kahn throws his Warhammer towards Kang, who reacts fast by grabbing Shao Kahn's Warhammer and tossing it back at him. Shao Kahn received a severe punch to the chest, causing him to fall to his knees. Kang is the winner. Fight in round 2. Shao Kahn mocked Liu Kang, saying, "Prepare to die, you will never win."
Shao Kahn was knocked off his feet by Liu Kang's flying kick. Shao Kahn again shoulder tackles Liu Kang. Shao Kahn seized Liu Kang's throat and yelled, "You weak, pathetic weak. You will die mortal." Shao Kahn headbutted Liu Kang as Liu suffered the worst headache of his life.
Shao Kahn then pushed Liu Kang aside, laughing, "I rule this world. That was pathetic." "I win," exclaimed Shao Kahn later. Liu Kang stood up, gravely wounded but not dead. Still trying to win. Fight in round 3. Liu Kang concentrates his force and might this time, remembering all of his training and knowing what will happen if he falls. Liu Kang's hands were burning brilliant red as he launched another fireball assault, this time in the shape of a miniature dragon's head. Khan sustained additional damage as a result of the strike, but this alone did not compel Khan to capitulate. Liu Kang was scoffed at by Khan. This time, Khan was thrown off his feet by Liu's soaring flame kick, but this time he had a flaming foot paint on his chest. Liu Kang bicycle kicked Shao Kahn, but his feet were on fire. "No. No. No, this cannot be. You are just a mortal. You are nothing." Liu Kang uppercut Shao Kahn into the air as the emperor couldn't believe he had been vanquished by this monk. "You will never be able to win. For Kung Lao and Earthrealm." Liu Kang slammed his right fist into Shao Kahn's chest, instantly slaying the Outworld Emperor. Shao Kahn coughed up a tremendous amount of blood before collapsing face down as the light ray fell on Liu Kang. "Liu Kang has won the tournament. Earthrealm is free," Raiden said. As Liu Kang turned to see if Kung Lao was still alive, he heard someone yelling in anguish. The soul spear vanishes, breaking Kung Lao's grip on him. Liu Kang dashed over to his friend, relieved to discover he was still alive.
When Naruto opened his eyes, the first thing he saw was Mileena staring down on him. Shao Kahn was gone, and Earthrealm had prevailed, Naruto saw. Naruto was unable to move because every muscle in his body ached with anguish.
Mileena hissed at Liu Kang and Kung Lao as they approached Naruto. "Why do you fight for Shao Kahn?" Kung Lao inquires. "I don't know why I helped him. I really don't care why I did fight for him. But this world needs a protector. This world needs me. I'll fight and protect it with my life. This is my home. I'll die for it. I have people here who respect and care about me. What's your excuse?" "You aren't originally from Outworld, young warrior?" Raiden inquired. As Naruto shifted his gaze to Raiden, he saw the magic that had led him to this world. "Well, I didn't really have a choice. I was taken from my original realm. Try surviving being ripped by 2 black holes and see if you like it." "Shao Kahn is no longer with us," Raiden says, inviting Naruto to join the good side. Naruto deliberated for a moment before deciding, "Sorry. But this world needs me." Kitana approached Mileena and Naruto. "Mileena, enough. She is your sister. I don't want to hear it from you either, Kitana. Mileena is your sister. Why did you attack her?" "You don't know the truth, do you?" Kitana frowns. "I see Shang Tsung lied to you." "What exactly do you mean?" Raiden explained to Naruto, "Mileena is not Kitana's sister, she never was. She is her clone born from Shang Tsung's flesh pits. Everything he told you was a lie." Naruto didn't seem surprised. Judging by the expression of betrayal in his eyes, "You are not surprised he lied to you?" "I've dealt with liars and betrayal a lot. I'm used to it, but it doesn't matter because Mileena is your sister Kitana. She was born from your blood, she is your sister." Naruto wasn't going to let this go. He knew they were sisters regardless of whether they were clones or not. "Sister." Mileena stared at Kitana with a sad expression on her face. All she wanted was to be acknowledged by Kitana as her sister. "I'm sorry, Mileena. I'm truly sorry I attacked you in the flesh pits. I'm sorry, sister," she said. Mileena's heart felt at ease. Kitana has welcomed her as her sister, as if she were her own flesh and blood. "Would you like to join us, Mileena?" Mileena shook her head. "My place is here," Mileena said quietly beneath her breath, with Naruto. Raiden opened the portal to Earthrealm as Earthrealm's warriors returned to their home realm, leaving Outworld defeated. Naruto quickly passed unconscious in Mileena's care. Reptile approached Mileena and assisted her in transporting Naruto to his chamber, where he will rest and mend. Many years later, Guro said as Guro, Baraka, Mileena, Reptile, Shiva, Ermac and Motaro, Shang Tsung, and their new allies Sector and Cyrax. Mileena is his heir, and she should rule, Baraka said, as Ermac and Reptile concurred. But Shang Tsung objected, smirking at first. Mileena. She exists only because of my sorcery. Mileena stared at Shang with anger. And you breathe because I restrain mine, said Shao Kahn from behind Shang Tsung. Everyone turned around to see if Shao Kahn was still alive. Emperor, exclaimed Shiva. Guro finished what Shiva was about to say. You live. I am not easily killed, Shao Kahn says as everyone kneels before him. Emperor Shang Tsung was about to apologize when he was cut short by the Emperor. Not. One word, Shao Kahn snarled. Because of you, Outworld can no longer merge with Earthrealm. There might be another solution to your problem, Emperor, a fresh voice said, drawing everyone's attention. Shao Kahn recognized Quan Kai. Other locations. Naruto's chamber. Naruto was given a new chamber shortly after his defeat by Kung Lao and Liu Kang. He was now living on the highest floors of Shao Kahn's palace, having earned his ranks via Shao Kahn's forces before being beaten. His jaw was fractured, as was his nose, and his back hurt like hell. Naruto opened his eyes to find himself in a different room that wasn't his chamber. He whimpered in pain, attempting to rise up but failing. Take a look at yourself. I could heal you, but I think you need to learn a lesson, Kyuubi remarked to its host, Naruto laughing in his head. Remember that if I die, you die. I'm sure you're aware of my wounds. Because you're in my body, you're licking your wounds as well. Don't let it affect you, youngster. You should be grateful to these soldiers because they recognize something special in you. She has a thing for you, especially that woman with the monster mouth. Hello, my name is Mileena. I know she likes me, and I like her. Damn it, my body truly hurts, this feels so terrible. Naruto whimpered as he felt the anguish coursing through his body. It'll take a while, but you'll heal up, kid, with or without me. At the very least, you are not considered as a freak or a monster because of me. Here you are welcome. Who knows, this may have been your true home. Maybe. Don't tell me you still think you can go home? What's the point? You didn't have a single buddy there until you became a genin. And don't tell me Sasuke was your best friend when you were a youngster. Naruto, I've been with you your entire life, and I know you despised that kid's guts. Why are you being so nice to me right now? Who said I was friendly to you, brat? I'm going to tell you what this planet has to offer you. A sensei who favors one student above you, and another who didn't teach you much. Coming on, that counter genjutsu didn't work against Itachi Uchiha.
I'm sure the old man had more fun chasing ladies than training you. Kyuubi stated the truth about the people Naruto cared about on his home world one by one. Naruto harbored a deep resentment for Kakashi and Jiraiya due of what they did to him. Everyone didn't take him seriously except Tsunade, who actually cared about him. She was like a mother to him and an even better grandma to him.
I know you, Naruto, and I can sense the hatred building within you. You know I'm giving you the truth. Good for you for listening. Remember, not everyone deserves your generosity. Especially that Uchiha. If he were truly your buddy, he would. But before Kyuubi could continue what it was about to say, someone enters Naruto's room. Naruto closed his eyes, pretending to be sleepy. Mileena and Reptile were there. Naruto knew why Mileena was here, but he didn't understand why Reptile was here. I doubt he'll join USSSS in the upcoming battle, Reptile remarked as Mileena sat down beside Naruto and touched his right cheek, grateful he was alive but saddened he was in such a bad state.
Naruto opened his eyes slowly, blinked slowly, and let out a moan, still in pain. Naruto felt a bone burst, and it was his jaw popping back into place. I'm in so much pain, this sucks, he said. As Naruto asked him, where am I? What happened after I lost? The reptile crossed his arms over his chest.
His Shao Kahn is alive. He needs time to recover his strength, but he has a plan that will have Earthrealm within his grasp, Reptile stated to the wounded Uzumaki. Mileena and Reptile left Naruto in his chamber to recover and heal his wounds. Skarlet's lair 4 days later. Chamber of Blood. Naruto had recovered and his wounds had healed in a short period of time. Naruto made his way to the Chamber of Blood, which was located just beneath Shao Kahn's palace and Goro's lair. Naruto felt compelled to apologize to Skarlet for striking her with his Rasengan. In these blood-filled pits, Shao Kahn developed Skarlet in the Chamber of Blood. Chains hung from the ceiling, oozing blood from their hooks. The floor was covered in blood, and as Naruto stepped farther into the chamber, the blood rose bit by bit until it reached Naruto's hips. Skarlet! Skarlet! He exclaimed. He searched for her and wondered where she was. Unaware, Skarlet dipped her head from the blood pool directly behind Naruto. Skarlet lowered her head gradually. Skarlet! Skarlet, I wanted to apologize. Sorry about what happened 4 days ago. I didn't mean to strike you with my Rasengan. I hope you can forgive me. Naruto was yanked down into the blood pool. Naruto couldn't see anything in a sea of submerged blood. Blood had obscured his vision, and he was lost in a sea of blood. The heaviest of blood prevented him from swimming to the surface. He was gasping for air, but his lungs were filling with blood, and he was about to drown in it. But then Naruto felt someone hold his shoulders, followed by the touch of someone's soft lips on his. Naruto felt his lungs being emptied of the blood that was filling them. Naruto's vision recovered when the blood became as transparent as water. Naruto was surprised to see Skarlet directly in front of him, and his gaze met her crimson eyes. Skarlet broke the kiss as she swam to the surface, leaving Naruto flushed and perplexed as he followed her. The first thing he saw when he reached the surface was Skarlet's stare. Skarlet's focus was broken as she backstroked in circles around Naruto. Naruto was in her pool of life, food, and healing circle, and blood was life to her. Why do you want to apologize? It wasn't your fault you killed me in battle. You offer me your blood as a fair share of an apology there. Skarlet's voice was wetter. It seemed like there were two voices in one audible and the other underwater. Still, it was my Rasengan. When Naruto glanced at Skarlet's stomach, he noticed the Rasengan mark had vanished, and Skarlet was completely healed. Do you know the best thing about my abilities? Skarlet asked as she swam near Naruto. I was told that the more blood you absorb, the stronger you become. Yes, and I can read the memories of those I absorb. A drop of blood is all I need to see a single person's memories. I can see their life, their memories, and their loved ones. Can you read even the parent of one's blood? Blood, it's difficult to read all of it, but yes, I can see the parents of whose blood I absorb if I focus enough, Skarlet explained to Naruto, wondering why he had asked her that question. Naruto walked out of Skarlet's blood puddle, turning aside. It was nice meeting you, Naruto, Skarlet stated before driving back into her blood pool and splashing blood upon Naruto, who was now soaked in blood. It was nice meeting you as well, Skarlet, he said with a smile. Chapter 7 comes to an end. Next chapter, A Piece of Home, the Queen's Return? Sorry for the short chapter this time. Naruto met Skarlet and discovered her blood chamber, a dungeon with floors filled with blood that rises as you travel deeper into the chamber. Skarlet has the blood chamber for her healing, just as Ermac has the soul chamber for his. Skarlet kissed Naruto, allowing him to see and breathe under blood water. Skarlet is also aware of Naruto's background, though not to the extent that Mileena is. I imagine Skarlet having a secret fatality in which she kisses the person, male or female, and sucks the blood from your lungs and body, leaving your body bloodless. I'm also not going to add any women to the pairing because I've already chosen the women who will be a part of Naruto's life in the MK universe. I'm going to concentrate on Naruto x Mileena because it's the major pairing, but I'll also look at Naruto x Jade, Naruto x Shiva, and Naruto x Skarlet. And, as you might expect, Sindel will appear in the following chapter. Mileena's parents Shao Kahn father, Marker. Although Shang Tsung created her, it was Shao Kahn who made it happen, giving birth to Mileena. Kitana half-sister. Despite being born from Kitana's DNA, she is her half-sister. Sindel mother. Although Mileena is Kitana's half-sister, Sindel is also her mother because they share the same DNA. Skarlet, Shao Kahn's first daughter, creation Ermac brother. It is unknown when Ermac was born, however it is believed he was born about the same time as Mileena. Naruto's parents Kushina mother Minato father godmother and grand cousin Tsunade. Mito Uzumaki, could that be his grandma or grandaunt?
Naruto's uncle or cousin, possibly Nagato. And, yes, since many readers and fellow writers have asked, I intend to write a full narrative version of Tasty Love, My first Naruto's Mileena fic, kind of, Onishock fic yeah. But Naruto is dark, not evil or nice. He's not completely wicked, but he's also not truly good in that version, as I'll explain later in the whole story version, but enough of that.
Omake and finish them. Tenten and Jade took the stage together. Tenten was clutching her weapon scrolls and Jade was holding her bow weapon as Raiden dropped Hidan on stage, confusing Jade and Tenten. Tenten turned to Naruto, Scorpion, and Shao Kahn, saying, "Hey guys, we're one guy short. Sorry ladies, Hidan is the list for today. Don't worry, he's immortal, he can't be killed but he'll feel it, so if you two do a great tag fatality you'll move on to the next fatality round," Naruto stated as Scorpion cracked his neck and Shao Kahn yawned. Jade and Tenten exchanged glances, both signed but smiling as they nodded their heads, aiming towards Hidan, the immortal Akatsuki monk member. Tenten was given the honor of striking first. Tenten spun twice in a circle before opening her weapon scroll, and 100 ninja stars flew out as fast as hell, striking Hidan's chest and neck. Hidan shouted in anguish because, although being immortal, he felt every strike. Jade lobbed her bow weapon into Hidan's midriff. Tenten snatched Jade's bow and ripped it from his stomach, causing his guts to fall out. Tenten slapped Hidan with Jade's bow as Hidan turned to face Jade as Tenten tossed her ninja scroll at Jade, who grabbed the scroll. She wrapped the scroll around Hidan's body and whispered ninja jutsu, pulling the scroll as Hidan spun around in a circle, the sound of Hidan's flesh being torn off. Hidan's body was impaled with swords, knives, spears, and ninja stars. Hidan dropped to his knees as he scouted, "Not the best tag fatality," Naruto commented, drawing Tenten and Jade's attention to the three judges. "But is it the most agonizing fatality?" Scorpion asked. The girls were given a score of 25, which was more than enough to go to the next round. "Jade, you are so awesome, I love your weapons." Tenten beamed happily as Jade blushed, not expecting to have a fan. "Thank you Tenten, you have a nice rare display of weapons. Come let me show you how to become a real weapon mistress." As a result, two gun owners have become good friends. The following one will be Raiden vs Kakashi lighting round. To be continued.
That's it for this podcast and for listening to this video. I hope you did enjoy this part of the story, and if you did, like, share, and subscribe for more. And thank you all for help and support, and have a great day.